Welcome to Before You Buy, where we take an in-depth look inside the box, let you see what's inside before you buy yours. Today's subject is AMT ERTL's 1937 Chevrolet Cabriolet. This is a 3-in-1 kit, and on the cover art we have a street rod look. And if we flip it around to the back, we're going to take a look at our other options. One being the stock option with the included up top. And I have a vintage rod style, a couple different grills there. Our Stovebolt 6, and a quick look at our interior. This is a 1990 copyright release. This is only the second time the Cabriolet was released, the first time in 1975. And then again later after this one as a pre-painted Pro Shop version. But there's only been 2 releases of the unpainted, unassembled kits. But there's been multiple editions of the 37 Coupe, which was the original tooling for this, and they share most, if not all, the parts other than the body. I guess we can go back to the specs here on the side. Again, telling us about that Stovebolt 6, as well as a optional complete supercharged 454 V8. We got Crager 5-spoke mags, optional. And there's over 160 parts inside this kit. So let's jump inside. This is a used kit, but all the parts should be there. Kind of take a quick unbagging. Everything is kind of ziplocked to keep everything together. Here's some of our clear parts. There's our Cabriolet body. Our chrome is still sealed up. There's 2 full trees of that. Here is our instruction manual, and inside is our decals. Might as well look at those now. We have some kind of Chevrolet badging and a couple of different plate options, one being Colorado and the other being Florida. And lastly in the box is 8 tires and a steel axle. And we'll get everything else opened up, and we'll get a closer look at everything. Alrighty, now that we've got everything unbagged, let's take a closer look. Start off here with some tires. We have a set of Firestone branded stock tires. Firestone one side, plain on the other. And here we have a set of big and little polyglass GTs. One is, the rears are an L6015, and our fronts would be a F6015. And then we have, again, that metal axle for the rear on this kit. And might as well take a look at the body. Again, this one kind of comes fenderless, gives you some options on a route to go, optional grills, some nice detailing there. Moving on to the clears, kind of a unique thing here is our up top is in clear. Assume that allows that rear glass to be there, but we have some great cloth or canvas style texturing on that up top. This should show up nicely once it's painted. And our one-piece windshield and side windows down there. Got a couple of headlight varieties. We have a smooth set and kind of that traditional grid pattern. And kind of a unique thing here in the clears is we have a clear hood with sides. Show off that supercharged 454 or even the Stovebolts if you'd like. Give it a real trick look if you want it. That is an option. And moving on to the gray parts. Right on top we have our frame. Nice details underneath. Good looking rivets and frame. And it looks like some inner front fender wells there. A little drive shaft hanging off the side. And here we got our interior tub. Some nice floor texture. Kind of a rib texture in the back. Our door handles and side trim. Our 3 pedals molded in for the manual transmission. Here we have a stock style steering wheel. Looks like mine's broke. No big deal. We have a custom style dash. Nice tuck and roll. And here's one of our hood sides. Some good looking trim parts. Very well detailed. Should be able to get those to come out with some chrome. Headlight buckets. It's like a brake lever and a battery box. Looks like here we have our rear fenders. Looks like our hood scoop. A couple of trailing arms. Our rear wheels. Suspension components. There is our roll bar and seat belts. Here we have a Continental spare tire. I don't know what those are. Maybe some horns or something, or tail lights. Those might be tail light pieces. Here's our full-length radiator. Some grid texture. Our rear axle housing with leaf springs. There's the other portion. We have a stock exhaust, and then we'll get a close-up of our stock dash. Does have some nice gauge, some Chevy embleming there in the center. Nice detail there. Here we have our front wheels and some wheel backs. There is one of our grille covers, kind of a smooth race style, and our 2 front fenders. Moving along, we got our custom bucket seats. Looks like those even have a stitch pattern in them. Very cool detailing. And looks like a air cleaner there. Some trim rings, and there's our Stovebolt 6. Good looking engine, valve cover, distributor, a couple of carburetors, oil pan, coil, starter, generator, exhaust manifold, front cover, oil fill, and belt. You might as well look at the second engine option. It's that big block Chevy blower belt setup, magneto for blower intake, and our heads. It does have some rocker detailing there. Starter, maybe an axle or a drive shaft unit. 1937 Chevrolet plates. Some springs and front suspension. Looks like some Pitman arms and other steering links. Here's our other hood. Again with that great chrome detailing. Very prominent to pick out. And here we have that canvas style look again on the up top. Or actually the boot cover if you don't want the up top. It looks like a exhaust setup there, custom. A couple of loose pieces. Looks like a stock style intake and a fan. And last in the gray is a stock style split bench seat. Again, it has some light canvas texture to it. And last but not least, we have our 2 big chrome trees. And if we don't get blinded too badly, I believe this is like a custom rear taillight piece, a custom gauge pack, shifter, sorts of custom things. Looks like some door handles, that plaque that says Flint, Michigan Stovebolts. Pretty cool. Stock style Chevrolet hubcaps. There's a couple of our Cragers. There's our large blower housing and front cover. Got a custom intake manifold for that 6. Custom oil pan. Custom Stovebolt valve covers. Custom big block valve covers. More blower parts. Looks like some exhaust pieces there. Lots and lots of custom options. Let your imagination go. And there's our blower top. Those are some bumperettes there. There's the other 2 Cragers. Some wheel trim. You got some bumpers, bumperettes, more bumpers. There's 2 more grill options, horizontal or vertical. You got chrome leaf springs. Some more custom intake or exhaust parts. More headers. There's our custom steering wheel. And some headlight parts, I believe. More header options. There is a lot jammed into this kit. Again, there's 160 parts. Granted, you're not going to use them all, but it'll surely be a parts bin stash for you. But with that, I think we got everything. I will take pictures of everything, leave it at the end as normal. Thanks for watching.